Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet and we're back here for some more FM23. It's the ABC Journeyman. We're back with club number 9. This has been the epic club Coventry City. And we are in season 5, which breaks all the rules of the ABC Journeyman. But it's fine because this season is going to be the season. And we've got an absolute epic clash for you today. We are top of the table and a point ahead of Cardiff and sitting 11 points ahead of Watford. So we are in a fantastic position with about 3/4 of the season gone. But we are currently in a little bit of a slump and yeah, we're going to be going up against Cardiff to see who can come out as the victors. Let's get into it. So we have done, I think, we've had some really interesting matches, but we have struggled. And a lot of this is because we have gone through a bit of an injury crisis and we played 3 pretty impossible games back to back, which we did not win. And that basically put a big stop on our green dots. So let's have a look. So you saw the game, the win against Bristol City, which was a comfortable victory, but perhaps we didn't play the best. And you can see we've only picked up 2 wins since that. But within that, with 2 matches against Liverpool and a match against Manchester City, 2 of them away from home. And you'll see that actually we didn't do too badly again in either of those matches. We didn't take the chances that we had. Let's just go and have a quick look at those. First match away against Liverpool, this was pretty much all done in the first half. We really struggled to get our foot in this match. And you can see from the average ratings, it just wasn't very good. But the other 2 matches were much, much better. Manchester City were quaking. They were 2-1 down at the 80-minute mark and they conceded a penalty. Popovic stepped up, but unfortunately it was saved, and they then went on to score in the 88th, the 90th and the 91st minute to win 4-2, which was really frustrating. But you got to say, wow. I mean, they absolutely deserved to win the match, don't get me wrong, but we did create chances and we scored some goals, which was great. The next match against Liverpool, we drew this 1-1, but we absolutely deserved to win it. We completely dominated them in the first half. Don't know where this came from. We had 3 or 4 really good chances and Liverpool were very much limited. Second half, they came back into it and they ended up equalising. We got a goal from Silva, but that was it. And you can see after that things have been a little bit tricky. Away match against Middlesbrough, these are a really good side. We managed to get it all the way back to 2-2 after being 2-0 down. I was pleased with that, but then Massimi Oliveira scored a late goal to win it for Middlesbrough. Followed that up with a 3-1 win against Oxford. Pleased with this one. Brace from Popovic, Salgado with the other. I don't think I show you these. Yeah, the 2 early matches. So yeah, no, you saw that one, but this one against Bournemouth, we got a nice. It was an even match, but a nice victory there. Popovic goal, and then we've had 3 1-1 draws. And I'll be honest, I don't think we deserved to get a draw out of any of them. We were easily the poorer team in all 3 of these matches, but we managed to pick something up. We were down in this match against Wimbledon, and then we started to pick things up. Rob Allen got the goal. We could have maybe picked, squeaked a win out of it, maybe, but it wasn't to be. Home against Villa, this wasn't great. We scored late. Adam Flint with the goal, but we were pretty abysmal. And you can see the injuries all through the team packing up. And we definitely didn't deserve to get anything out of this, but we did. Popovic scored. I think it was pretty much our only chance, and we got the goal out of it. We've also had some big changes in the squad, so let's go and have a look at that. So during the transfer window, there was a couple of things that went on. You'll see there's no Ruben Costa in the squad. He went back home to Porto. Gutted with that because I think he was 12 goals in 27 games. He was certainly a useful player to have there. But we also got rid of Lee Benham, let him go to Sutton for a small fee. But you'll see the goalkeeper Roman Barod went to Luton for £12 million, rising to 13.25 million. I didn't want him to go. The board said no. That's enough. I mean, fair enough. It's a big chunk of money. So we replaced him with Steve Waters. You can see here, decent goalkeeper. I think 28-year-old from Reading. They are second bottom in the league, but I felt he was certainly a good enough player to come. He's done okay. He's had a good-ish start. So if 7 conceded and 5 is not bad, but 6.6 average rating I don't feel is quite good enough. And the injuries have been piling up. Charlie Allen, you will see, injured at the minute. Mamadi Silva, he is a big miss in the middle of the park. We've also had injuries to Popovic. We've had injuries to Waters, to some of our defenders. It's been really hard to get a consistent side out, which has made it really tricky. I feel the side is looking a bit better today. We do have the likes of Lee Lunt and Flint in the centre of the park, which is not ideal, but we would prefer to have Silva in there. We'd prefer to have Allen on the bench, but that's not what's going to happen. Anyway, folks, let's dive into it. We can hopefully give a decent game here against second in the table Cardiff City. Let's get into it. So, team we're going with, Popovic and Salgado are the front two. Obviously, Popovic is such an important player for us. On the left, Lawrence has come in. Washington has unfortunately gone through a period of really bad play, so we're putting Lawrence on from the start. Leo is coming out on the right, of course. Flint, he's been good in the few games he's played, so he is playing there, and Lunt's coming in as the other player. It's a bit tricky to know who to put in there because there's a lot of players of similar ability, and none of them are particularly great. Issa, Asgar, Hayward and Ruan across the backline, Waters in goal. The backline I'm happy with. I'm just not so happy with the central midfield. I'd love to have Silva back, but he's going to be out for I think a week or so more, and then we should have him back. Let me know in the comments if you think we're going to win this. If we do win it, we'll go 4 points ahead of Cardiff. We may still be about 10 points ahead of everyone else, but it just gets us a little bit closer to that line. But we have not been good. Last few games we've been really, really poor. So let's see what we can come up with here. Here is Issa looking to try and find a pass. We've lost a lot of balls at the back, just not dealing with the press very well. Here's Lunt into Flint, lovely ball into Lawrence, who's just come back into the side, and he's over the top. That was a block from Navio, and I would think Lawrence probably should have done a little bit better there. He was through, should have taken that just a touch earlier. Popovic, in it goes, but Leo's got it back to him, and no, we don't do anything with that, but solid start. Here is Ruan, chips it in. Woo! He had to make the save there. I think it was going wide though. So if we do score from this, that's a goalkeeping error. Popovic chips it in. Oh, at the far post. What an opportunity that was. Salgado, he was diving in at the far post and somehow it did not go in. Here's Popovic and Andy Carroll. You hope so. Leo. Starting all right. I'm not too worried about this. If this is what we do, we just need to make sure we score when we're on top. Here's Lunt. Nice ball inside. Leo's been a bit hit and miss, but Salgado. Oh, it's inside the post. That's really nicely done. Salgado, he's been out in the cold because it's been Costa and Allen ahead of him, but Allen's out injured. Costa's left. So Salgado, he's got into the side and he is starting to make one of those positions his own. Leo, beautiful ball through to Salgado, and he just did that so calmly, didn't he? So we're 1-0 up. Let's have a look at that table because why the heck not? Right, that looks nice, doesn't it, folks? That looks very nice. Can we keep it like that? 11 points ahead of Watford. That would be epic if we could. Right, they have cleared it. But lovely bit of play from Asgar there. Just sweeps it over to Issa with one touch. Here's Lawrence with his mohawk. Popovic. Oh my God. Why didn't he shoot? Where was the shot? He had such an opportunity there and he just didn't shoot. Just waiting for a better chance. Did not come along. That is one that we may rue. Well, the first half has gone as well as I could imagine. I could have asked, really. Perhaps we could have scored a couple more goals. That is the only disappointment, that we are not slightly better off than we were. We've had 3 really good chances. Salgado's header just wide. The goal from Salgado, which was really nicely put away, and that absolute glaring miss from Popovic. So hopefully we can come into the second half with a similar performance, because I just don't want to lose or draw this, given how well we've played in that first half. We have been epically good. But they've got the ball down in their right back position. They've gone long with that. And they're through. But Asgard does well to pick that up. Lunt, Lawrence, it's Popovic. And the ball just deflected into Popovic. And that's his 32nd goal of the season. He has been pretty good, hasn't he? 51 minutes on the clock. No worries about offside there. We'll have another look at that. Lawrence done brilliantly down that left side. Should have brought him in ages ago from the start. We've been persisting with Washington. There he is. Takes it into his stride. Yes, it's a bit lucky. But Popovic is there. And the goal poacher that he is, he just finishes that off. Well done. Here's Dublin. Presumably not Dion, but Lunt picks it up. He did well there. And they just maybe got away. Here's McFadden. Ngoma. Rowlands. That's beautifully done, and that looks like they have had nothing all day, and Brian McFadden there gets himself a goal. It's 2-1. How frustrating. 60 minutes in, they have just had 0, and they're just back into it, and we're just 1 away from them. And here they've got a free kick. Ngoma, we would be absolutely gutted if this was to nestle into the top corner. It's in. Goalkeeper loses it, and what a way to go back to 2-2. We have been dominant, and we get done by a penalty and then a goalkeeping error. You just look at this. Goalkeeper there, he just drops it. And Taylor, the goalkeeper's on the floor. No one gets out there. We should have reacted to that much, much better, and that's frustrating. Well, Alan's on. We've just got to... is that in? No, it's not. We didn't quite get the same response there. We should maybe have got onto that a bit quicker. It looked like we were there, but not quite. But here we go. Another opportunity from a free kick. Could we just win this late on? That would be amazing. We've deserved it. We certainly don't deserve to draw this. Oh, wow. Was that just pushed it wide? Cracking bit of goalkeeping there. 87 minutes. Come on. It's been so long since we've scored late on in a game where it's been kind of close. Just feels like it goes to the opposition far too often. Well, I am frustrated with that one, folks. I'm really frustrated because I don't think we deserve to lose it. 2 silly things to do. The goal, the penalty, yeah, that was poor defensive work. We shouldn't have hacked him down. I think we could have probably defended that without needing to do that. And the goalkeeping error, Waters just spilling it in front of their man, and we weren't back quick enough. We didn't react. Very, very frustrating. We didn't do better there because I felt we deserved a heck of a lot more out of that game. Very, very good performance from us against second in the table. So they're not advancing on us, but it does mean everyone else gets a little bit closer. So that's a little bit cause for worry, but the performance suggests that maybe all of that stuff that was going on in the last few games, now we've got people back, perhaps isn't as much of a worry as we were thinking about. So we're 11 points ahead of Watford after that game, which is great. That feels good that we're still ahead of that. It was a late goal from Peterborough that allowed that to happen. Middlesbrough, they picked up a point, but everyone else is a lot further back from there. So in the end, Cardiff will be absolutely thrilled that they got a point out of that. But we shouldn't have let them have it. We really shouldn't. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. Did we deserve that win? Did we deserve that 3 points? I think we did. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one. Goodbye.